experienced James Franklin comes in. And as we await James Franklin, let's head down outside the boundary and see what Pia's got.
খুবই কালারফুল একটা টিম কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্স খুবই দেখতে পাচ্ছেন আমার পাশে সব ফ্যানরা রয়েছে ইকবাল আপনার কি মনে হয় তামিম ইকবাল আজকে জায়ান সামিকে বিট করতে পারবে
ইনশাআল্লাহ কারণ তামিম আমাদের একজন প্রতিষ্ঠিত ব্যাটসম্যান দেশের সম্পদ সে এখন কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্সের জন্য খেলছে এবং মন খুলে প্রাণ খুলে খেলছে সে চিটাগাংয়ের সন্তান চিটাগাংয়ের মানুষের জন্য সে আজকে ভালো খেলবে কুমিল্লার পক্ষ ইনশাআল্লাহ
চিটাগাংয়ের সন্তান কিন্তু খেলছে কিন্তু কুমিল্লার হয়ে
হ্যাঁ কুমিল্লার পক্ষে এসে আজকে চিটাগাংবাসীকে সাথে নিয়ে জিতবে আজকে ইনশাআল্লাহ
প্রথমেই যখন দুইটা উইকেট পড়ে গিয়েছিল তখন কি ভয় লাগছিল যে কুমিল্লা হেরে যেতে পারে
না আমরা কোনো ভয় পাই না এর জন্য যেহেতু আমাদের প্রতিষ্ঠিত ব্যাটসম্যান রয়ে গেছে শোয়েব মালিক তামিম বাটলার সহ আমাদের আরো অনেক প্রতিষ্ঠিত ব্যাটসম্যান আছে এই জন্য আমরা ভয় পাচ্ছি না ইনশাআল্লাহ আমরা এই খেলায় জিতবো
আচ্ছা আমরা একটু আগে দেখছিলাম নাচতে পুরা সবাইকে উৎসাহ দিচ্ছিল আমরা পুরো নাচ দেখতে দেখতে কমেন্ট দিতে চলে যাচ্ছে
কামাল ভাইয়ের পক্ষ থেকে আমরা কামাল ভাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই নাবিজা কামালকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ
Talk about enthusiasm. They were aware of the batting order, aware of who their key players are, and know that they're still very much in the game. So Jos Buttler padded up earlier. It's not just us here, it's not just people who are communicating the game to the world, but the fans themselves so aware of their strengths and weaknesses. Good afternoon, Tino.
Good afternoon, Gautam. You've been a busy man this afternoon. Last I saw you was at Envision earlier on. So I haven't seen much of you since then. Been buzzing around and been busy again?
Yeah, I was hanging around the Rajshahi dugout when Sammy decided to launch an assault on the opposition. So I got a first-hand view of exactly what the reactions were from them, and they were super excited because honestly they were a little despondent even when that last over started.
Well, it was a brilliant knock, wasn't it? And just what the doctor ordered at that stage. We talked about 170 to 180. They went past the 180 and they've had a good start to their innings. I really think that they've got a good opportunity here.
But it's a good contest. This partnership has really been built in excess of 50. Tamim Iqbal, the captain, Shoaib Malik, the experienced campaigner, still got Jos Buttler to come. The unsung hero, I've talked about him earlier. No one really has recognized the batting talents of Rashid Khan. If you need quick runs down the order, he's someone started his career as an opening batsman, fancies a bat down the order.
And he's certainly very capable and can hit the ball. Remember that the majority of the times that Camilla have chased, they've not had to chase a big total and have not really needed a rear guard action, if I can call it that. So, you know, Jos Buttler's been instrumental, so has Emerald players in their chases. They really needed guys down the order. But today, I think that case could be different. Still 126 needed to win. 69 balls. They'll be happy that Tamim's still there, the captain. He's been short of runs in the series so far. Didn't he look good today? Getting a little bit of timing back. And it looks like he's struggling with that hand that he struggled with earlier on in the tournament. He's having a chat to Mushfiq there. And I don't think that's a good sign for Camilla. We're just talking about good that he's still there. He certainly looks like he's in a little bit of discomfort with that top right hand. And that's what kept him out of the tournament until just a couple of matches ago.
He's doing all right with his wrist work there. Again, looking like coming for a second. Shoaib Malik sends him back. Yeah, the umpire got involved there as well in that discussion. I wonder if he wanted a little attention. And they said, maybe you can wait a little bit until we have a bit of a breather with the Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeout. That's a good time to attend to it. Doesn't look very happy, Tamim Iqbal, at all. He is in discomfort, and he's going to be the key to this run chase. Well done by James Franklin. Just pulled it a little bit wide as he saw Shoaib Malik move to his left. He had no damage done. Malik recovered well to pick up a couple of runs.
Well, he's going nicely, Shoaib Malik, and we saw him a couple of matches ago, at the end of the innings again, taking his time and then accelerating towards the back end. And certainly need him to bat the majority of these remaining overs. 11 after this one.
That's a gift. That is a gift. A full toss that's been dispatched by Shoaib Malik for a boundary. 9 overs gone, 67 for 2.
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল কোন ক্যাডেট
ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট কলেজ
কিন্তু ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য
সারাদিনের ব্যস্ততায় ত্বকের যত্ন নেওয়ার সময় কই ফলাফল শুষ্ক ত্বক এজন্য আমার চাই ভ্যাসলিন ডিপ রেস্টোর এতে আছে ভ্যাসলিন জেলি যা প্রচন্ড শীতেও ত্বকে দেয় 6 গুণ দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ময়শ্চারাইজেশন আর দেয় সুস্থ ও সতেজ ত্বক সারাদিন আমার কাজ তো শেষ কিন্তু ভ্যাসলিনের কাজ চলছে
এখন গান শোনো কোন ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
সদিকা থাই ভাষা মা
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ রবি
কটেট এই তো রাজবাড়ি
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক দুইটা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
Of the BPL, that's 5 seasons of T20 cricket, so it just shows you how big and over it was. And as you say, they need to make sure that they stay as far ahead of that rate as they can. 1 run behind at the moment, and they've got a captain who's struggling with that top hand of his. Things are not looking good. You'd suspect Josh Butler will be the man next in. Missed out in the last game, but has been consistent with the runs in the middle order towards the end. Certainly got their work cut out for them, the Miller Victorians.
Flicked away by Tamim Iqbal. He'll find the fielder. He's been attended to between overs. Maybe feeling a little bit better. Physio was out there. Lots of attention. Meanwhile, the Fizz is back. Didn't have a great first over. See if he can come back better. Returning after injury, Mustafizur Rahman. Been out of the game for a while. Spoke to him in the hotel lobby the other day. Rajshahi King, staying in the same hotel as we are. And he was very excited to be back. Said he just doesn't enjoy sitting in the dugout, not being part of the 11.
Yeah, nobody does. And you would know that if you're a player and you're playing in good form, you want to carry on playing. You feel good, the confidence is high, and you just want to be playing as much cricket as you can. Getting injured while playing well and then being out for a period really just pulls you out of the game. Takes time to get back up there.
Well fielded. Excellent fielding. That's what they need. And look at Darren Sammy. He goes all the way up to his fielder and a pat on the back. Always necessary.
well fielded. It was just going to be the one anyway, because the man back on the boundary was very square. A fantastic effort nonetheless from Yahya Hassan, diving away in the field and congratulated by the captain, Aaron Sami. Crucial time this. If they can just get a hold on the run rate, slow them down a little bit, there could be an opportunity to get a wicket or two. Around the wicket to the left-hander.
That went wrong. You could see he was trying his 100-kilometer delivery. That was 105. Back of the hand. But sometimes when you've been out of the game for a while, just need to keep that coming. Delivery after delivery, over after over. Just looking a little rusty for the moment, the Fizz. Much better from Mustafizur. Guided down by the captain. Yeah, particularly for someone like Mustafizur playing in this tournament where he's not an overseas player. I know sometimes in the IPL he might think that it's just because of the number of foreign players, overseas players, that he could be left out. Samit Patel suffered because of that. He's played some games, not played others. But as a local player, you know that you have a chance to play every single game if you want to. So it's the fitness levels that have to be kept up, the injuries that have to be dealt with. And Mustafizur is back now, feeling his way back into the side.
I'm liking this. Good cricket and good running too. They've come back for the second. And a wayward throw. Possibly could have put Tamim under pressure had the throw been a little bit more accurate from Miraj. They get back comfortably. 6 runs off the over, 2 balls to go. And there's been nothing forceful really. 1 wide delivery, 3 singles and 2. This is just what they need. Keep going like this. Keep wickets in hand. They'll have a chance later in the innings.
Beautifully bowled by Mustafizur Rahman. That's what he does. He beats the bat time and time again when he's got into his groove. He hadn't got into his groove in the first over, but a much better second over here.
This is much more like the Mustafiz we know. Great slow ball. Lots of action on that ball, and you could see the deviation when it pitched. The leaving the right-hander. Not to get to touch.
Sometimes even the quicker delivery is disguised after a couple of slower ones. This time again, a couple of 120s to finish the over. Halfway stage, 73 for 2, the Comilla Victorians.
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo M5. Capture the real you.
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
ভাই, আপাতত মেনে নিন। বেশি স্বাধীনতা চাইলে ফ্রিডম প্যাক নিন। আছে আনইউজ ডাটা ক্যারি ফরওয়ার্ড, ভ্যালিডিটি ও ভলিউম বাড়িয়ে নেবার সুযোগ। নেই পেপার ইউজের টেনশন। রবি অ্যালপেনলিবে জাস্ট ফিলস ক্যান্ডি। কাঁচা আমের ভেতর দুর্দান্ত মশলার ফিলিং দেয় মশলা মাখা কাঁচা আমের স্বাদ। জাস্ট ফিলস।
Yep. And this is where your point comes in. You need to realize that that last over was huge. And they need to be well ahead of where they are now, I think. Down the ground. I think he's realized that himself, Tamim. And they're just trying to up that rate a little bit. I think we can expect that from now on. A little bit more aggression.
Yes, after that, Mustafiz over hurdle for Tamim to jump over. The sprawl, James Franklin lying in the middle of the pitch.
Good effort from him. You would expect him to get there. He's tall and lanky, James Franklin. And Sammy, that's the man who was in obliterating form into that innings. 14 balls just to get that 47.
A nice looking shot for just one. Yeah, worth looking at a few of his big sixes again and again. It's going to be in highlights reels the world over for a while to come, including in Darren Sammy's personal archives. Look at that. No matter where it was bowled, what the length, he converted everything into a length of his own liking, and that was the last one. Waited, watched, boom! And that's a bit of a Sammy type shot from Shoaib Malik. Oh, you copycat, Shoaib Malik.
Gliding down the leg side. Oh, Malik helps himself to fall. He knows the man who's at the deep square is quite square. Now, he would have wanted to keep it tight on the stumps, not give him the opportunity to score through the leg side. That's why he came around the wicket. But he tried to follow him, I think, and he just went a little too far down the leg side. Another boundary, a welcome one. Given from the over.
Muscled away by Shoaib Malik into the stands. Wow! What a shot! It just looked like that was just going over the infield.
Yeah, now this one was a bad ball. Low full toss, and at that pace, anybody who's the quality of Shoaib Malik will happily put that away over the boundary ropes for 6. So now, good over, 13 from it, 1 ball to go.
Finishes well. Nothing premeditated from Shoaib Malik. 11 gone. Better position now, 87 for 2.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
This is sunshine smile makes you feel this way when I can't see through when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
What a view.
Nothing new. 10-4
কি তোর এই রিভিউ কতদিন চলবে
যতদিন নেট থাকবে ততদিন
92 টাকায় 3.5 জিবি ইন্টারনেট পেলে এমনই তো হবে তাই না এয়ারটেল
Edge, and that's where they need to be, as Darren Sammy turns to Dr. Smith, Wayne Rommel Smith, and from the Shah Cement end, not going to have happy memories of his last outing. He was hit for a 6 and a 4 when he came on towards the end of that assault from Ariful Haq. That's 4. First delivery. Excellently placed by Shoaib Malik. The previous over, he bludgeoned it over mid-wicket, and he shows that he has the other side of his game. Perfect placement.
That's a beautiful cricket shot. Wayne Smith, you'll be disappointed. He's got a leg side field set, deep square, cow corner, long on. And he cannot afford to be bowling wide outside the off stump. Not enough protection that side of the field.
Oh, how about that? Wayne Smith says, thank you very much. Shoaib Malik hits it straight back to him, and that wicket comes against the run of play. What a bowling change from Darren Sammy. Hit for 4 the first ball. Maybe the change of pace just wasn't picked by Shoaib Malik.
Yeah, looks like he got through that a little bit earlier than he wanted to. Good return catch. hangs on. There was a bit of a bobble in the hands, but he has to go, Shoaib Malik. It's been a good innings. 45 from 26, 91 for 3.
মালাই চাছাড়া জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমারটাই লেবু গুনে গুনে 4 ফোঁটা সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুটবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে গলবে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্লেন্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার।
Comilla needs some good service now. They've called on the butler. Can he deliver? We know he's got a very healthy strike rate, but they've just lost a key wicket. So well was Shoaib Malik playing. He had just got past Tamim Iqbal. Gave a return catch to Dwayne Smith, who starts with a full toss. Josh Butler. Was Malik deceived by Tino here?
Well, it swung in a little bit, and you can see he got the inner half of the bat. If it stayed straight, could have got it right in the middle of the bat. Possibly also just played a little bit early. The point you raised about a little bit of pace off from Dwayne Smith, and I think that was the undoing of Shoaib Malik. Unfortunate for Comilla because he was just starting to get going.
That's going to be one bounce. Very good fielding there. Not a great delivery from Dwayne Smith. Gets away with that one. Hassan Miraz was very vigilant with that pick-up shot from Tamim Iqbal.
I think Tamim did well to actually not play the full-blooded pull there, because it could have gone straight down his throat. He was looking for the boundary behind square, hence just a little tap around the corner. Short. Quick single taken. Good running. Good awareness from Josh Butler. He's just come to the crease, but straight away he knew the mid-off was back on the circle. And as soon as he hit it, he was off for the single and would have been home safely.
You know, 814. Now, we've had lots of stories. This is a mystery we need to solve at some point during this tournament. 800, he used to wear number 50 for the best part of his career. Maybe it's something he's not told anyone yet. So number 814 finishes is over. It's 94 for 3 after 12.
সারাদিনের ব্যস্ততায় ত্বকের যত্ন নেওয়ার সময় কই, ফলাফল শুষ্ক ত্বক। এজন্য আমার চাই ভ্যাসলিন ডিপ রিস্টোর। এতে আছে ভ্যাসলিন জেলি, যা প্রচন্ড শীতেও ত্বকে দেয় 6 গুণ দীর্ঘস্থায়ী ময়শ্চারাইজেশন আর দেয় সুস্থ ও সতেজ ত্বক সারাদিন। আমার কাজ তো শেষ, কিন্তু ভ্যাসলিনের কাজ চলছেই।
বাইরের দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
বাচ্চাদের নাজুক ত্বকের জন্য তৈরি মেরিল বেবি লোশনে আছে এসেনশিয়াল ময়শ্চারাইজার, যা দেয় সম্পূর্ণ সুরক্ষা। 4 মানে দিনে অন্তত 4 বার মেরিল বেবি লোশন।
86 for 3, Comilla Victorians just nosing ahead 94 for 3, but it's that last over that we keep talking about that's made the difference for the Rajshahi Kings. And to make up for those 32 in the last over, they'll have to have 2 runs additional every over they bat from now on. Need to go at 11.5 runs per over, and that's not an easy task in the remaining 8, but they've got the 2 batters in the middle who can do it. Josh Butler on strike, and Tamim Iqbal is at the other end on 44. To reach for that, despite that he got a bit of bat on it. Go through for 1. That's good attacking field from the deep. Fielder coming in quickly, charging at the ball, picking it up and ensuring that the batsmen don't take the second run. Afternoon, Roshan.
Afternoon, Tamim. Tamim, I should say. Tamim Iqbal on 44, Butler on 3. I'm thinking of Tamim Iqbal, and suddenly I come out with that name. And I suppose you're equally good as an opener.
Well, I do open the innings in the commentary box on most occasions, so I suppose you can call me that.
Funny things happen, doesn't it? Not just on the field, but off it also. It's been that kind of a day.
It's charged off with that one. That's sailing away. Fantastic strike. Look at the crowd here. They're absolutely over the moon. And Tamim Iqbal is delivering the goods.
Well, after all, being called Tamim is fine. I think he's living up to that name. Lovely shot over extra cover. More of a stand and deliver. And what a shot over extra cover. That's a welcome 6.
And that's taken him over the 4,000 mark in T20 career. That marvellous 50 of 38 balls, 2 sixes. And his whips that away on the onside this time, but it's going to go to the fielder there, and just a single results.
I think obviously they need 1 or 2 big overs to just try and bring this under control. With 2 batsmen in this kind of mood, Tamim Iqbal in particular. Butler hasn't still got into his stride. 8, 9, 10 runs and over in the last 3 or 4 is gettable, but I wonder whether you could maintain 11 plus over a period of 8 overs. That's asking for a lot.
Possible. They're going at about 9.5 right the way through, so I think a good over here and there. Stumped away. Marvellous looking shot there. Just a short arm jab. He didn't go follow through with his bat. Despite that, took it over that extra cover region.
Yeah, they're turning it on. This is what Butler could do. He's so good. His hand-eye coordination is brilliant. And really uses the bottom hand a lot. And 12 runs already off the first 4 balls. So they're looking to try and do a lot of damage in this over. That asking rate is now under 11 runs and over.
Well, I did mention a couple of good overs. This seems to be one of them. Targeting Hossain Ali. More of the same, smashed away, but there is going to be some protection in the deep. Tamim Iqbal comes on strike. Hossain Ali has given away 13 runs. Talking about Tamim Iqbal, the first Bangladeshi player to cross that 4,000 mark in a T20 career. And add another to that, quickly taken as the ball gets the outside part of the bat. A big over, 14 runs coming from it after 13. It's 108 for 3.
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি
এলো ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, এর আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে, যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ। ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন
Really turned things around in the last over for the Rajshahi Kings, ensured that they put up a fighting total of 185 for 7. Gumala Victorians trying their best, doing well with their skipper Tamim Iqbal. 52 not out. Almost upended him. A little off balance was Tamim.
Tamim Iqbal has looked to really play a captain's knock here. He's raced to his half century. Good hits down the ground. Very well made half century.
couple of boundaries that he has hit. One over the coverage and one pretty straight and long on. Talking about reverse sweeps. We're talking about it off air actually, but he's just delivered. Well, what a cue that was for Butler. And enjoyed by Akram Khan up there in the President box.
That brings a smile to his face, and why not? Very useful shot. My goodness, cricket has seen so much of changes. Even shots like that in the repertoire of a batsman.
See the expression of Dwayne Smith. What could I do about that? That bad a delivery. He's trying to dig that out and squirts it away once again into the deep. Just get the single. It's all happening. The batsmen going for their runs. A lot of activity in the middle.
They've already got 6 runs of the first 3 balls. The asking rate is around 11 or just over 11, but they'll have to be going at better than, say, 12 runs almost every over just to try and bring that run rate under control.
God, pull away, pull forward of the wicket. Fielder coming around does very well to get to it and stop it. It was travelling, but good committed fielding in the deep. The 2.
A short one, just bouncing a little bit on him. But good running, very good running indeed. So 8 runs already in the over. Well, Meherdi got an over. Sami's got 2. It's Mustafizur. He's gone for 17. He's got 2 overs left. A few options. Franklin could bowl. So they got a few options available to bowl at the death. But the key is to ensure that they just don't give those boundaries. At the moment, they've got 8 of the first 4.
And more of the same. Actually, a little bit more, a little bit longer, and a little bit higher. Takes him for another maximum. Fantastic from Tamim Iqbal.
Well, at that pace from Dwayne Smith, almost halfway down the pitch, and Tamim Iqbal in this mood will enjoy it. That went a fair distance, and in fact, quite a height as well. It went very high and over the boundary. So he's got 14 runs in the over. He's transferring this pressure. More runs on the offside.
Well fielded in the deep. Make sure that just 2 runs on the last ball, 16 in that. After 14, 124 for 3.
Congratulations.
ওর কাপড় আমার কাপড়ের চেয়ে উজ্জ্বল হলো কি করে?
কারণ সাধারণ ডিটারজেন্ট কাপড়ে পাউডারের স্তর ফেলে এবং কাপড়কে করে ফ্যাকাশে। নতুন রিন সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন, কাপড়ে দেয় নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন রিন, থাকুন উজ্জ্বল সব সময়। পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে 2টো লাভ। 1, ক্যাশ নিয়ে ঝামেলা নেই, আর 2, কেনাকাটা হবে স্মার্টলি। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো।
From the Kumilla Victorians have put them right back into this game, clawing that required run rate down to 10.33 runs per over. This is going to be a test of temperament for even the veteran Mohammad Sami with 2 overs, 6 runs and a wicket. Things have changed drastically since those first 2 overs were bowled by him.
Yeah, one of the weapons of Rajshahi Kings, Mohammad Sami, he's been held back, but he's coming in here. He's got 2 overs left. He's bowled 2 overs for 6. Maybe he'll bowl an over here. See how well he does, but he'll be hoping for a wicket. That's the key.
Well, he's bowled well. It kept it tight and didn't allow Josh Butler to free his arms. Only a mere push away to bring in Tamim Iqbal, who's delighted the crowd here. Tamim, the local boy, of course, not playing for the local franchise Chittagong Vikings, playing for the Kumilla Victorians and leading them. But you can feel that the crowd are absolutely delighted with his performance. Not playing against Chittagong, that helps.
Interesting when Chittagong plays Kumilla. Where would the crowd be?
Well, I don't think they have a game in Chittagong, interestingly, the Kumula and Chittagong. That helps to slide.